All right, hello. I am Janae with Sherwin-Williams and welcome to our featured presentation. So happy to have you here. I am an area virtual color consultant, so I do online color consulting, and we will be talking a little bit more about that later on in the presentation. But today we're going to be going over lots of digital tools that Sherwin-Williams has available for everyone right now, including the ColorID, the ColorSnap Visualizer app, the online chip ordering, virtual color consulting. And then if we have some time, I'm going to throw in the 2021 color mix just to give you a preview of what's coming next year in the color world. All right, so let's jump in, and I am going to share my screen so that way you guys can see everything that we have going on at Sherwin-Williams. All right, perfect. So hopefully everybody can see my screen now. And so we are going to start with the Sherwin-Williams ColorID. So this is a great tool to use if you are needing to get inspiration or if you're not sure what your color style is. This is a great option to kind of get you in the zone and see what styles are available, what's out there. And it's a really fun short quiz that asks different design questions and lifestyle questions to get you to your perfect palette. So you can see the website here is SwColorid.com. And when you log in, this is what you see here, and you go down and you can get a preview of all the color palettes. And then you just click take the quiz, and then you jump in and it'll start asking you different stylized questions. So as you can see here, pick a couch that you would feel comfortable sitting on. So you can go through and toggle through different options to see what best fits your style. And then you'll say, oh, you know, I really like this couch. And then you'll go on to the next question and see a fun, nice transition there. Now I did fast forward, there are 10 questions in here. So I fast forward and I went to the last two. So we'll do these together and you'll see how it decides your color style. So tell us about a pet that shares the space. So again, like I said, design questions and lifestyle questions. So I have a cat, so we're gonna select that one. And then let's see, you've got a place to yourself. What is my playlist? I love a house mix, so we'll go with that. And then last question here, getting more into design questions. So a plant that speaks to me. Again, we can toggle through the different options. Oh, love a snake plant. Let's click on that guy. Perfect, and so you can see here, it's going through all the options and my answers and pairing me with my palette. So I am a trendsetter. So again, you can go through and explore more. It said that I was the trendsetter option. So let's check out that palette. And then you can see all the different photos and inspiration with these colors in mind. And then you can go through and see the palette as well. So let's say we're loving this rose color or cool avocado, then we can keep those in mind. And now that we're feeling inspired and we have a direction to go into, we know our color style, that's when we can start jumping into our color visualizer. So this is available on mobile and iPad as well for Android, Apple, all that good stuff. So you can take it with you on the go. But today we're going to be looking at the desktop version. So this is what happens when you go to our color visualizer on our desktop, which is just Sherwin-Williams Visualizer. You can also get to it just by going to color tools, and it'll be an option in there as well. But this is what it looks like. And you can see there's a lot of different options and things going on. So we already got inspired, but if in case you're looking for any more kind of options, you can go through painted photos that show examples of our colors. You can get more coordinated color palettes, or maybe there's a color in mind that you had. You can see what experts pair with that. And then again, getting into inspirational photos. But we kind of got inspired already. We know we're a trendsetter. So let's look more into exploring and diving deeper into color. Our options here, which I will talk about match a photo real quick, because this is a really cool feature. Let's say you found a photo on Pinterest and you're like, I love this color, but you have no idea what it is. this is that option that you're going to want to use. You can, again, use it on your mobile or on the desktop, but you just have that photo saved. Then you click on this guy and then you click and it'll show you, see, you can pull up all of your different photos. And then once your photo is uploaded into the website, you can click around and it'll tell you the color that the photo is. But let's dive into the digital color wall a little bit more. This is a really fun place to start too. So there's a lot of areas we can kind of dive in. This is the main color wall that is seen at the store. So if you've seen our store setup with the display, this is the exact same setup. And then you can also view our timeless colors, so more of our classic collections, and then our historical collections as well. And then, of course, our new Emerald Designer Edition collections. They are also in here. So those are kind of the different options you have. And then let's go back to our main area here, and I'll show you how we can start searching for things and adding them to our cart. So again, when we did this SwColor ID, we saw that we were the trend setter. So let's look at some of those colors, like this cool avocado, and let's put that into our color palette. So there's a couple different options. We can select search color and then just start typing. And then, you gotta type, spell correctly, but we'll add that there. And then let's say we're looking for more of a neutral tone. Then we can click on this and it'll zoom in. And then we can click around and see what's really speaking to us. A new gray, love that color. Agreeable gray, love that color too. And then something else that we can do is we can select what is coordinating. So if you're like, I love popular gray, but what would be a color that works really well with that? Then you just select it and then you can see all these different tones that are really well coordinating. You can see the whole color strip. So if you wanted a darker version of that color, you could see that. Maybe you wanted to get into colors that are similar but have like a slightly different undertone, then you can see all of these here, and then you can add them to your color palette directly from here. So these are some cool, fun features. I'm gonna zoom out again so we can see the whole color wall. But as you can see, we were adding things down here. If you click on the little triangles there, you can move your colors too. So if you wanted to specifically line colors up in a certain way, you can do that. You can also save the color palette. So if you have an account with us, you can save it to your profile. That way you can go back and view them. You can also download and share the palettes as well that you create. So let's go and look at a couple other features here. So this is the paint a photo section. This is what came up in the very beginning. Now that we have some colors in our color palette, let's say we want to try them on the wall and see what it would look like. So you'll select the color and then select the wall, and see it tells you too. So that is for an interior only. So that way you know if you're doing an exterior, you couldn't use that. But see, you can see the differences with the whirlwind there and the new gray, and then we can even do an accent wall and see what the cool avocado would look like. So you can play around, and they have a lot of different scenes to choose from. If we go to use our photos, maybe you're painting a kitchen area and you can go through and select one that looks similar to one that you have at your home. Or you can again go to paint a photo and upload your own photo that you took of your space and really get in there and detail it to see and get an idea of what the color is going to look like in your home. So this is like some really fun features, and I highly recommend playing around and kind of getting an idea. It's really helpful for if you want to choose between like a green accent wall or a blue accent wall. If you're not sure like which direction to go into, this really helps you visualize the whole space. So this is a color visualizer, again, available on the mobile, and the mobile has some extra features as well, like instant paint, which is a feature where you actually have your camera out and you can move your camera on your phone around and it'll change the color in the view of the camera as like live while you're doing it. So that's a really cool feature too. Highly recommend checking out the app if you haven't. So that is the Color Snap Visualizer app for desktop. So let's dive into next our color chip ordering. So we went through, we got inspired by ColorID, we dove deeper with the color visualizer, and now we're kind of moving into, I really love cool avocado, that's a great color, but I want to see what it looks like in my house, because obviously over a computer versus in your light and your physical area, it's going to look a little different. So this is where we go to SwColorChips.com, and you're going to be able to order all the color chips that you want and have them delivered to your house for free. I mean, how awesome is that? So again, a couple different ways we can search and type things in. You can also do a color number if you want to, or kind of similar to the, the color wall, we can go and look at the display. I gotta move my little window with everybody in it, so sorry about that. So I can cancel out of the, there we go. So then we can go and we can see the whole color wall just like we did before on the color visualizer. And so we can, you know, tap in, maybe we're wanting to look at like some blue tones. If you're not totally sure, add them on. And then you have your color palette built down here. And then you just go to checkout and then put in all the information. And then again, based on where you live, it kind of gives you an idea of when it'll be delivered. And then you're good to go and you'll see those chips at your door. So that's another fun option that you have to get an idea and start really diving in. And so we've gotten inspired, we dove deeper, we have these color chips at our house, and now we're still needing a little bit of guidance or maybe some confidence in our color decision, or maybe placement. We don't know exactly where to put the accent wall. Then that's when we get into the virtual color consulting. So this is what I do. You will go to the virtual color consultation website and put in a request. And so here it tells you a little bit more about the service that we offer. It's totally free. It's 30 minutes, one-on-one. We can chat anyway virtually, so via text message, via email. We want a phone call. We can also do a FaceTime or a Teams video chat, but any way you want to do it. And so it's 30 minutes with a color expert. We do custom curated palettes specifically tailored to whatever your needs, color likes, whatever the project is. And then we give you the digital color palette as well as order you the color chips. And then I also like to give a color recommendation list talking about products, sheens, any paint supplies you might need, and just kind of a nice listed out version. So we have all of that we give you in this system. And so if you're ready to go, all you do is fill this out. Basic information, nothing crazy. And then we will be in touch. I'll send you an email, just an introduction to let you know more about the service and the different options available and what option is best for, you know, interior, exterior, things like that. And then you'll have a link to my calendar where you'll be able to book and schedule at your leisure, whatever times works best for you. And then we'll meet and go through all of your color needs and talk about the color journey. I can see your lighting. You can send me pictures. It's a really fun thing. So if that's something you're interested in, it's definitely here for you to utilize. It is available nationally as well. So we are all across the United States. So real exciting stuff here. Okay, so we have a little bit of time, so I'm going to jump into our 2021 color forecast. So this is what is going to be popular and trending for the next year coming up. And the theme that we have this year is called Rhythm of Color. And so as we know, things have been moving at a different pace, and that's kind of where this is coming from. It's like fast, slow, quiet, expressive. It's the highs and the lows is really the inspiration for this next year. And so we have 4 palettes. The first one is Sanctuary, which is more of your neutrals, your calms. Then we have Encounter, more of your earth tones. We have Continuum, our bright vibrance. And then Tapestry, more of our cultures, bringing different styles and tastes in. So we'll kind of jump in here and take a look, a little sneak peek at our 2021. So with each palette, you can dive in and you can get a information, bio about the palette and how it was put together. And then we can see lovely photos that really show like the feel and inspiration for the palette. It shows and features the colors as well. So all the colors in the walls are colors in the palettes. So you can kind of get an idea for the different styles and see which one is really going to fit into your lifestyle. And then if you keep scrolling, you can see all the different colors that are in each palette. And then again, if you love a color, you can select it and you can learn more about it, color inspiration, the projects, there we go. So you can learn more about it and see, again, like that whole scale, the similar colors, the details, all of that good stuff. And so I am just going to jump back, there we go, to our color forecast here. And so we are in Rhythm of Color. So we looked at the sanctuary. Let's check out Encounter. All right, so again, this was more of your like earth tones, nature, very inspired by natural elements. Love this. And then you can see the color tones here. Tarnished Trumpet is so gorgeous. Super, like really pretty color that you wouldn't necessarily pair with, but it looks really nice with like the greens, the tans, the whites, like creamy grays. That looks really nice too. Okay. So jump into Continuum. So again, this is our more vibrant palette, our more pops of color, fun, bright, different, eye-catching, even futuristic. Oh, that's pretty. All right, and see, you can see here is the colors. Commodore, love this tone. See, it has like some brighter, more pastel kind of tones, like not totally pastel, but like on the pastel side. That's kind of the direction a lot of the brighter colors are getting into, is kind of like a soft bright combination. All right, and we'll go to our last palette here, which is Tapestry. All right, so again, we have some fun, vibrant colors, but that's also kind of grounded. A lot of like mixing. I love this photo, that's so fun. All right, and as we get down here into the colors, Greek Villa is one of my favorite whites of all time. It's like a warm, soft white. It doesn't go too like golden on you, but I love this tone, so pretty. Dark greens are a hit right now too, let me tell you. I see a lot of dark greens in design right now. Okay, so that is our 2021 color forecast, just a little sneak peek and preview, but you guys can definitely check this out as well as all the other websites that I briefly went through today. So thank you again so much for having me here today. It was very exciting. This was a quick preview of our fun digital color palettes from Sherwin-Williams that are new. I hope to meet with some of you guys soon, and thank you so much for being here. All right, thanks.